Today we're going to talk about the Battle of the Bulge mostly because you're a tour guide, and it's, in my opinion, one of the most fascinating battles in
It
World War
is.
II history. Probably because I live so close to it. Um, you never you started quite late with researching the battles, right? Compared
I
to like,
started at I started at zero. I like to tell my customers before we start on a battle tour that when we were searching for a house in this area, I'm officially Dutch. We found this tiny little hamlet, Graminil, and one of the most interesting points in our village is the world-known Panther tank from the Second SS Reich. And I remember I'm standing right in front of it with my wife,
huh,
and she asked me, "What kind of a tank is that?" And I said, "Quote, I think it's an American." So that's the part how I started. And after 12 years, I'm a bit further, of course, now.
that's funny for just people who don't know. But I think a lot of people have seen the tank. I can do a little quick
Oh yeah,
street view to show them what we're talking about. You won't be able to see that, but I will be able to. This is the Panther tank. I remember seeing it as a little kid when I went with my dad to the Ardennes, drove around, and I was like, "Huh! I didn't know they fought up north here, but they did."
yeah,
You were a teacher before you went to the Ardennes, and
yeah.
I think it's really inspiring how you made that transition to becoming a tour guide and researcher, and also have your own bed and breakfast. Can you tell us a little bit more about how that started from the beginning?
Well, I used to be a teacher. That's correct. And in 2004, we were considering to make a change in our life completely, like 180 degrees turnaround with two little kids. They were 4 and 8 years at that time. And in 2008, we were lucky. We found a house that we really liked, and so we moved in here. And just before we moved to the Belgium Ardennes, I found out, of course, about that Panther tank that was almost sitting in my backyard. You can't see it, but it's right behind behind me. And I wanted to know more what happened in the village. I always had an interest in history, so researching this area, it went deeper and deeper and deeper. And after a couple of months, I had so much material that I decided to turn it into a website with the idea. Then it's on the website, and I can move on with my new life in the Ardennes. So that's what I did. But I forgot that I had a mailbox hanging on that website. And before I knew it, I got so many emails from all over the world, people asking questions. And at that time, I still didn't know much. I only knew Gremlin and the battles. I didn't have a clue at that time even what was going on in the war at Barak de Fractuur. That's only 7 kilometers from here. So I started from zero, and because I got so interested in all those little stories and bigger stories and the lines, and it's immense. I think I can research this area for another 25 years if I like. So I think
that's
I'm going to do that. But
that's how big the, not only your area, but imagine, like, that's just how big the Battle of the Bulge is. It's never
yeah,
ending, right?